Hello Scorpio, today is Sunday and that means it's Scorpio Sundays. We're pulling your cards from the 10th of December to the 17th and we're going to find out what's all going on for you guys. Okay, so what does our Scorpio collective need to know, please? For the 10th to the 17th of December. Please help our Scorpio collective. Okay, right, so your first card out is the Armadillo and Protection. Interesting. It says you're entering a phase where in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no to many things that have been holding you back in the past. Okay, so obviously with this one, it's about your boundaries, okay? Putting your boundaries up with certain individuals, but also standing your ground as well. So, I mean, it's pointless putting up boundaries if you're not going to enforce them, right? It's pointless putting up boundaries if you're still going to allow people to walk all over you and take advantage of you, yeah? It makes perfect sense. So, reinforcing your own personal boundaries. Now, some might accuse you of holding a grudge. Some might accuse you of this, that, and the next. Fuck them. Like, literally. Fuck them. If they don't understand your position and how important it is for you to not allow others to walk all over you, then why are they even there? Yeah? It's armadillo energy. I do feel that you are being spiritually protected at this time, but also there's a message of accountability as well, okay? So, I mean, spirit, the universe, whichever name you prefer to use, they can protect you, but you also do need to protect yourself as well. Okay, it needs to be both. So definitely this is working on your boundaries and making sure that you're not saying yes to people when really you want to say no. Okay. Lovely. Nice, strong beginning for your reading there, Scorpio. Now we're going to take a look at your rune for the week. What is Scorpio's rune for the week of the 10th to the 17th of December, please? Well, okay, so you've got the rune Daggaz. This one says, the day, the transformation, the rune of the dawn, of the light, which dominates the shade, it represents the transformation. Okay, so the transformation. Now, what a lot of people like to do with these runes is they like to trace out the symbol on a bit of paper, and it's up to you whether or not you want to do this. They like to trace it out on a bit of paper and then keep it in their pocket, in their wallet, under their pillow. Just keep it close, okay? And that's how you can harness the energy of this rune. Now, this one reminds you, with it being Daggaz, not to forget about your light within, okay? You have a lot of light and you must never ever allow another person to dim your light, okay? You are absolutely going through yet another transformative time, so lean in to the changes rather than fighting against the changes. There could also be some kind of spiritual enlightenment here, or something that you learn about yourself. It could be something that you learn about yourself when it pertains to your boundaries, okay? And you're you no longer being disillusioned by others. You no longer allowing other people to basically gaslight you, okay? Again, it's all part of that boundary work. This can also indicate an awakening, okay? Because it is about a breakthrough, the dawn of a new day, and awareness. We're getting strong spiritual awakening that's coming through with this one. So again, that's why it's really, really important that you lean into these changes that are going on around you rather than fighting against it, okay? Rune of the Dawn. So that is a message of hope, okay? The sun will rise again tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow's a fresh start, fresh day, right? It's a message of hope right there. And you also had the message of something to do with your past, no longer holding you back, okay? That armadillo message ties in with the dawn of a new day, okay? The past is gone. The past is behind you. Now you're looking towards a really beautiful, beautiful future. Okay? Right. So, with that being said, we're going to move on. And we will find out what chakra is needing your attention this week. What chakra should our Scorpio collective focus on for the week of the 10th to the 17th of December? Thank you. Okay, so there's two. Your throat chakra and your crown chakra. Okay? This one's suggesting that lapis lazuli might be beneficial for you at this time if you feel that you're struggling to speak up, to speak your truth. If you feel that you're blocked in your throat chakra, then maybe lapis lazuli can help you to open up your throat chakra, okay? And it says express your true self because the world needs you. Yeah, it is time for you to come to the forefront, okay, instead of hiding in the shadows. And then for your crown chakra, it's suggesting tourmalated quartz, so maybe meditate with a piece of tourmalated quartz if you feel that your crown chakra is needing a bit of work. And this one says oneness, you're part of the universe and you always will be. Yeah, so there's a really special message there for our Scorpio collectives who more recently have felt disconnected from the world around them. They felt disconnected from themselves, from their direction in life, okay? That disconnection, not necessarily healthy, okay? So remember that you are part of the universe. Now, with this combination, the throat chakra and the crown chakra, that tells us that I'm actually reading for a very spiritual collective of Scorpios who is being encouraged at this point in time to do something with their spiritual gifts, okay? So no longer hiding it in the shadows. Bring those spiritual gifts and your talents and yourself to the forefront. It's saying there literally, the world needs you. Now, there's nothing narcissistic about that, okay? You have got a lot of healing abilities and capabilities that are part of your spiritual destiny, if you like. So it's time for you to really bring that to the forefront, okay? Yeah, it's a lovely combination, actually, with the throat chakra and the crown chakra, because it's like you're speaking up on these spiritual messages that you're receiving. So they two actually do work together. It's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to put those cards to the side there, and then we're going to start pulling some tea leaf and find out what's going on for you guys, what's coming in towards our Scorpio collective, please, for the week of the 10th to the 17th of December. Scorpio collective, thank you, nice big jump. So I'm going to leave that one there a second, and we'll do this one. What's coming in for our Scorpio collective, please, for the week of the 10th to the 17th of December, please. Thank you. And finally, the third one. I can never shuffle this deck in just one complete deck, because if you've ever seen the tea leaf deck, it's absolutely bloody huge. It's like this high, so it's quite difficult to use it as one complete deck. So I have to segregate it off. Right, teardrops. Now it's funny because I heard the message loud and clear. Leave that one there. Don't look at that right now. Just leave it there. That's why it says to you. I'm just going to leave that and we'll pull the other ones. Okay, we'll do it that way. It's unusual for me to pull the cards like that. Okay, so this one says great personal sorrow. I don't feel necessarily that is your energy, Scorpio. Now, for some of you, it absolutely could be. Okay, for the majority of you though, I feel that this is someone else's energy, which is why Spirit said just leave that one there. Okay, could well be someone from your past who is going through a phase of great personal sorrow, and it could well be someone who took advantage of you in the past. You know, very, very good at emotional blackmail, that sort of thing. Okay. So be really, really careful this week, Scorpio, of someone coming towards you with some kind of sob story. And we are going to clarify over the top of all of these in a minute, okay? But I do feel that this is emotional blackmail that's coming in towards you. Now, if you know that that's your energy, then this could be saying that you're still struggling with some kind of personal sorrow of the past, okay? So Scorpio, if you're needing to have a cry, let it out, okay? Let it out. Find that healthy release for these pent-up emotions. But again, we are going to clarify all of this, okay? You've got the kite and vacation. Time for a break, time for a rest. Have you been overworking? Is there a work-life balance, or is there not? Okay, if there isn't, then there definitely does need to be. I'm hearing that you take your job very seriously, and you might feel guilty, maybe, for taking a break, taking a vacation. But that's exactly what's being called for here, okay? You then have the flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards, okay? So again, when I was feeling that for the majority of you that they teardrops was actually some kind of emotional manipulation, Spirit's saying, don't lower your standards. Don't drop your guard. First card out, armadillo protection. Okay? Don't drop your guard around someone who's trying to be emotionally manipulative. Okay? Do not lower your standards. I'm also feeling saying white flag, I surrender, okay? That's someone basically trying to make a peace offering with you, right? And then a feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. I cannot make it up. I wasn't even looking at that card when I was describing that energy, because the way that I read, we don't just sit and read the cards and take the meaning and that's it. You have to sit in the energy. You have to feel like what's going on in order to get the intent behind every single message. So this is emotional manipulation from an individual that you know from your past who has always been undependable and insincere. There's crocodile tears to try and get you to lower your guard. Interesting. Okay. Let's start pulling more cards on this then. What's going on? Scorpio, please, can you clarify this energy, please, for us? 1 for 1 for the week of the 10th to the 17th of December. Clarify 1 for 1. What's going on with this energy, please? I do apologise as well if my voice is a little bit scratchy. We'd only just recovered from the last germs that were in the house, and then exactly 1 week later, there are more germs in the house. Fantastic. So if I'm sounding a little bit weird and tired or whatever, or scratchy in the throat, that's why, okay? Right, clarify 1 for 1. What's going on here, please, for our Scorpio collective? What's going on with the teardrops? The Scorps. The privileged lady. So the emotional blackmail, emotional manipulation is coming in from someone who is in their feminine energy, okay? Not necessarily a woman, okay? It could be someone who is, you know, a bloke, but they're in their feminine energy, okay? Someone in their feminine energy. And I'm hearing spoiled brat. So it's coming from an individual who is far too accustomed to getting their own way. And when it comes down to you, Scorpio, they have got this impression in their head that they can manipulate you like this. Okay, so at some point, you supported this individual. At some point, you were there for this person. At some point, they were able to go to you and you would help them out. But that's no longer the case. For whatever reason, that is no longer the case. So with this privileged lady coming out to clarify that teardrops energy, that's someone who seems to think that they can just cry and get whatever they want. Clarify vacation for Scorpio, please. Clarify. Okay, thank you. Message. Message. They're sending you a message. They're contacting you. They could be with vacation. That can imply that there's like a physical distance here between you two, or you had to take a break from this person because of their manipulations. But there's definitely been a break in communication. Vacation message. There's been a break in communication. You probably cut this person off. But again, we're going to clarify over the top, okay? Clarify flag, thank you. Official person that's come out. I'll switch out the overhead camera. Look at the position that that's landed in. It's scattered. Official person off balance. So they actually don't have any kind of authority. I'm hearing at one point you had this person on a pedestal. You thought the world of them at one point. You held them in high esteem. Official person off balance. To clarify, do not be tempted to lower your standards. They've fallen off their pedestal because they did something to you. You clocked onto it. You cut off contact with them. And now they're coming back in with a sob story. And that worked for them in the past, didn't it? Because the last time they did that, Scorpio, what happened? You took them back. That is the person that we're talking about here in this tarot spread. Okay? It's the one where you thought so highly of them that you constantly took them back in. Gave them chance after chance after chance. I'm seeing as well, with this combination, that this individual, they're losing their power and their influence over other people that they used to have power and influence over. Okay. Very sort of narcissistic energy. Very much so. With the opinion that they can get anybody to do whatever they want if they just turn on the crocodile tears. Clarify further. Clarify further, please. Thank you. The bridge. Trying to mend bridges with you. Trying to mend the old bridges. Mind Spirit says, this individual is undependable and insincere. So they're coming back in temporarily. They're up to something here, Scorpio. You know they're up to something. This person only ever gets in contact with you when they're wanting something. That's the only way, that's the only times that this person contacts you. Because they're wanting something. 100%. So this desire to fix the relationship or fix the connection, it's insincere. It's insincere, and as soon as they get what they want, they leave again. You got main male at the bottom of the deck. You could be the main male. You could be the main male that's being emotionally manipulated by a spoilt feminine. Okay. Or if you identify as being the feminine energy here, then you've got a manipulative masculine who seems to think that vulnerability equates emotional manipulation. They think emotional manipulation is vulnerability. It's very distorted. Really distorted. Clarify 1 for 1 what's going on here, please, for our Scorpio collective. For the 10th to the 17th of December, please. Clarify the Scorpio, please. 1 for 1 what's going on with the teardrops and the privileged lady for Scorpio collective. Okay. Good gossip. So, a lot of people are saying a lot of good things about you, Scorpio. Okay? A lot of people are speaking about you in a good light. You've got a very good reputation, a very good image. Some of you could be well known. You could be out in the public eye. You could just be doing something that a lot of people admire. Okay? I'm feeling that whoever this individual is that's shown up in your read is wanting to take some kind of credit for what you're currently doing. They want to be associated with you. They want to be associated with your good reputation. Okay? Because in their head, that is what's going to make them feel important. Alright? It's going to make them feel important. So they don't actually have any kind of personality or characteristics of their own. This is someone who likes to emulate off others. Fire within and hurtful events. This person knows that you're the driving force. That I'm hearing spunky. So they know that you're a very spunky, fiery, passionate individual. That you're very driven also. Okay? And that it's very rare that you will fail in something because of your fire and your drive. Basically ensures your success. Hurtful events. I'm feeling with this combination that this message off of this person is going to really trigger something inside of you. And it's going to pull up all of the hurtful things that they ever did to you. I'm feeling anger with that particular combination. So that might be your knee-jerk reaction to their message, is to get angry with them. Okay. So what Spirit's saying is, look, number one, you don't have to reply to this individual at all. And number two, if you want to reply to this individual, make sure that you, when you read the message, that you take a step back, you take a little break away from it, give yourself time, and then respond to it after you've sat with it for a little bit. If you're even wanting to read the message at all, and if you're even wanting to respond to it at all. Okay? But they're saying, with that combination, avoid responding to that message in anger. Okay? Because in their head, they are going to take that as, ha, I've still got power over Scorpio. I still bother Scorpio. I can still, if I can still make Scorpio feel either anger or happiness or whatever, then it means that I've still got some kind of control over Scorpio. Because that's the way that someone like that thinks. Any kind of a response in their head is power. All right. The best position that you can take here, Scorpio, is the position of indifference. Nah, whatever. Moving on. Indifference. Okay. Clarify flag, an official person for Scorpio, please. Communication. Yes. Calls, text, expression, answers, communication. I'm seeing that the majority of you will be tempted to send a message back to this person. If not anything, to let them know how much they hurt you. But again, that's still going to be playing into their hands, isn't it? It's completely up to you how you handle this situation, Scorpio. Okay? Completely up to you. But just as long as you know that if you were to write out everything to this person in the hope that they would see things from your point of view, it's not going to happen that way. Clarify feather with the bridge, please. Oh, superior. And crystal clear. You need to be the boss. You need to be the authority in this situation, okay? You need to take the driver's seat with this situation. And again, that card literally says, set your boundaries. Okay? So you really do need to reinforce your own personal boundaries with this person. You have to see this individual as well for the way that they truly, truly are, rather than from some kind of fantasy of who you wish that they were. Okay? Definitely avoid going down memory lane with this person, because that's how they'll get you. Alright? See with that message on that card there about rose-tinted glasses? That's taking a trip down memory lane and remembering all of the good things and choosing to forget all of the bad things. That's where they'll get you. Okay? So you need to make sure that you're coming from a position of truth and authority. Do not allow this individual to emotionally blackmail you at all. Unclear path at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. That's like plot twist. That's what I'm getting with that. Plot twist. So there's a huge plot twist that's playing out in this energy. Okay. And clarify this, please, for our Scorpio collective, 1 for 1. The 10th to the 17th of December. I'm getting confusion as well. So it's like this person, they have things confused. Their own memory is confused. Or they're trying to tell you that your memory's confused. Alright, so that's gaslighting then. Yeah, 8 of Cups. To clarify this column down here, it's the 8 of Cups. Yeah, leaving something behind, searching for the truth. Releasing this individual. Disconnecting from them. Cutting them off. So it confirms that this message that you're about to receive, Scorpio, is coming from an individual that you haven't heard from in a while. You cut them off a while ago. Clarify column number 2 for Scorpio collective, please. Thank you. Yeah, the world. It's over. It's done. It's finished. There's no need to repeat that particular cycle. It's like literally you learn everything that you needed to learn off of the experience of having that person in your life. You've already gone through all the lessons with them. It's fixed energy. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. The World is also a card of victory as well. Okay. Because it's not just the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. It's also a card of victory. So you've already accomplished everything that you needed to in that situation. I'm also hearing that something's coming full circle as well. I do apologise, that was me that dropped them. You can tell because they came from the back of the deck and there was a huge clump of them. It was me being clumsy. You can clarify column 3. Wow. Are they reverse? Yeah, okay. I'm hearing yes. They're all reversed. Right. 9 of Wands reversed, the Tower reversed, and the Hermit reversed. Okay, so you've got Virgo and Aries coming through now as well. 9 of Wands in reverse. I'm seeing that this is going to be quite overwhelming for you. And again, they're going to try and get you to drop your guard. Okay, 9 of Wands reversed. This is an individual who normally refuses to compromise. They're very much so, it's my way or the highway, okay? They're very rigid, very immovable. They're stubborn without any good reason to be stubborn. They're just stubborn for the sake of being stubborn. Stubborn for the sake of being right or looking like they are right, okay? This individual's also incredibly paranoid. So that could have been the thing that triggers them contacting you, their own paranoia. Especially if you are doing something in a very public way. Like a public speaker, that sort of thing, if you've got a big audience. This individual is paranoid and terrified that you're going to let the world know about them and what they did. They're terrified of you speaking up on your experiences with them. The Tower in reverse. They have avoidance issues, okay? The Tower in reverse is someone who's trying to avoid disaster. Spirit wants for you to avoid disaster with this person again. If you were to be tempted to lower your standards for them, that would be disastrous. It would be disastrous to your own personal journey and your own personal healing. Potentially, they could undo all of that work that you've already done on yourself. Okay? With the Hermit being in reverse. The same for you to withdraw and isolate yourself from this person. The same for you to reject this person. Reject their version of things as well. Especially because they're coming in and they're spouting off all this bullshit. So Spirit's saying, reject their version of events. Okay, Scorpio, you know exactly what went down in this situation. You know exactly what this person did to you. Do not let them gaslight you. I'm getting also with that Tower in reverse that you've to stay away from this person at all costs. Tower reverse with the Hermit reverse. They're not healthy. That's not a good person. They don't have a good energy to them at all. You've to stay away from them at all costs. Okay? This is someone who's got a really good way of getting in other people's heads. Very manipulative. Clarify column 4 for Scorpio, please. Clarify column 4. Oh, the Queen of Cups. Yep. So, Queen of Cups energy is very, very loving, very spiritual. Okay, someone who's got a lot of empathy and a lot of time for others. So again, that reinforces the message that you're actually a really good person. Like, genuinely a nice person. Nice to others, not because you're wanting something off of them. Not because there's some kind of end game. You're just nice for the sake of being nice. Because you can empathize with others. They're seeing your Queen of Cups energy as a weakness. But they're also seeing it as something that they want for themselves, which is weird. Because they don't have empathy for others. They don't have compassion for others. It's like you have abilities that they don't have. They do not possess. And so that's the thing that they most love and hate about you. This individual is literally a walking contradiction. Straight up. In this deck, that's also the card of a healer. It's a card of a healer. So they're probably wanting for you to extend your healing gifts, your spiritual abilities that we were speaking on right at the start of your read. They're probably wanting for you to extend that out to them. You need to protect that. You need to protect your own energy. Yeah, 5 of coins at the bottom of the deck. Exactly. Exactly. This person, they're definitely in that lack mentality. It confirms as well that you've not been in contact with this person. Okay, because that's the card of like being ghosted. Okay. They could also be struggling financially with that being the 5 of coins. Okay. They're also in a lot of spiritual poverty. So they're hoping that you're going to extend your cup of love and spirituality to them. They have got like an energetic void inside of them that they're expecting for you to fill. They're expecting for you to do the work for them. What else for Scorpio, please? What else for Scorpio, please? Oh, the sod-off seahorse. Okay. Pissed off with people. Situations incoming that get on your tits. Present circumstances a pain in the arse. You know you can just tell the world to sod off politely or otherwise. Be strong with your boundaries and work on your coping mechanisms right now. Shout it out. Oh, and breathe. Yeah, another message there about your boundaries. I'd say for this one, your guidance is going to be definitely avoid responding to this person if you're going to respond to them at all. Avoid responding to them immediately, okay? If you want to respond to their message, sit and think for a bit about exactly how you're going to respond. Personally, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't bother responding at all, to be completely honest with you. What's the law of attraction advice here, please, for Scorpio? Law of attraction advice. Thank you. It's funny we jump. The Queen of Coins. Okay. Okay, really, really strange law of attraction advice that's coming through. Your Queen of Coins is saying, the heiress, a wealthy middle-aged woman with brown hair will play an important role in making your dream come true. However, be careful not to sacrifice your feelings to gain power. So I don't think that the physical description there is going to be great for everybody, okay? So energetically, what is this telling us? Okay. Number one, a heiress. So, to put this in context, your gifts and your abilities were handed down to you. So, like, your ancestors also had these amazing spiritual gifts and abilities, okay? You inherited these from your ancestors, right? You're from a very long line of healers, I would say, with this one. Be careful not to sacrifice your feelings to gain power. So, make sure that everything that you're doing, Scorpio, is for your own highest good, but also for the highest good of everyone else around you. Okay? Try not to feel tempted to just do what everyone else is doing, because that's what's popular at that point in time. Okay? You absolutely have to be as authentic as possible. And the fact that you're different and you do things differently from everyone else is what helps you stand out from the crowd. Okay? That is actually your strength. Okay? So I feel that that's your law of attraction advice, right? Never sacrifice your own feelings to gain power. Interesting. But yeah, that is what I have for you, Scorpio. If that reading resonated for you, then can you please let me know by dropping a cheeky wee like on the video. That'll help keep you engaged with the channel, but it'll also help to push the message out to everyone else that's needing to hear it as well, okay? For personal readings, they are available on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.